Welcome back to another ChewbaccaLemma video and what's shaking Chewy Nation. I hope this video finds you well. Today we are talking more on Madden ratings, specifically Chandler Jones and his handful of tweets that he had talking about the Madden ratings, as well as some TJ Watt. Not really a whole lot of tweets on the TJ Watt front, besides making jokes with his brother JJ, who's an absolute stud. I'm a Texas fan, so a little biased there, but he is part of this discussion as well later on. So let me know down below if there's any thoughts that you have with this ratings, specifically anything with Chandler Jones and TJ Watt. That's what I'll be focusing on, but there will be some other key things that I focus on as well. I'll stop saying focus now. First up, though, before we go into the Madden ratings themselves, I did want to show one tweet that Chandler Jones put out there that said, "Dang, I be eating." And he's averaging over 1 sack a game, only one to do that, since 2017. That is very impressive. That is 17, 18, 19, and 20. There's 4 years of production that is at the highest level. The sack number is obviously quite important. It is not the only number, but sacks are huge. Pressures, how well do you play the run? There are several factors, but obviously he is a top-tier pass rusher. Nothing I'm really saying right now is crazy. But here's where I am confused. He also tweeted, "Bro, I don't even use power moves in real life. I roll LOL." This is in response, I would think, to the fact that he is one of the highest power moves in the game, and his finesse move is actually pretty good as well, is up there, and I'll show those numbers on the screen, but he doesn't even use power moves. Now, this is not quite true. This is, I think, he's going a little extreme here. It's not like he's never used a power move. You can find a clip where he has overpowered the lineman. It could be because they maybe didn't have great footing. He didn't plan on doing that, but it's just the way it worked out. There's a lot of factors on. I don't know if he, you go into it. I'm not a pass rusher, so believe it or not, I don't know if you could tell by the way I look, but I've never played, an edge rusher, any sort of pass rushing position in football. So when I'm thinking is, you don't just right before the play, you're like, I'm gonna run around the edge here. You react. I would think so. There's not like you can't find clips where he has used power moves. That it has happened. I believe one of the Madden ratings guy actually put out like his top 6 moves, and there was a power move in there, but I'm pretty sure the other 5 were pretty much all finesse. So I'm not really sure if that was making a point for him, the fact that Madden ratings have his power move so high, or against it. I actually think it's pretty clear that his finesse move should be higher. I'm shocked that this still has not been fixed. Honestly, I think that they throw these ratings out there a lot of times. Like, how do you decide on throw power for people that don't play quarterback, unless they played quarterback in high school or college, and maybe through a pass or something, you might try to give them a little bit of credit for that. But a lot of these, you have linemen and stuff that have these throw power and all these man coverage, zone coverage. It doesn't really make any sense. I don't know why they're not just 0 or just universally all have 10 or something for the game. I'm not really sure, but this specifically, I'm shocked. He's one of the best pass rushers in the game, and you have these 2 finesse move, power move, and it just seems like it's just kind of like arbitrary which one you pick is better. You're like, yeah, he's a great pass rusher. We'll just give him a higher power move. We're not really looking at the numbers. We're not really, or the film. We're just gonna give it power move. I'm not saying they're not looking at film. I think probably what happened is they've seen 1 or 2 clips. They see him do that power move, one time, and that just sticks in your head. You have this a little bit of bias, so you're like, yeah, that was incredible. So they give him that crazy high power move. Sorry, and the same thing with finesse move. You look at a few clips and you see that, and that pretty much decides it. You have that in your head. You're like, yeah, but look at that move that he made. That was really impressive, especially if it's on a great left tackle or right tackle. So, or whatever, center, whoever it may be that they line up. So that could be it. I don't really know, but that is something that I don't want to just completely just say they don't want, because they definitely watch film, but I wonder if that's kind of what happened. So anyway, so he said that, and then furthermore, he actually tweeted out saying, "I just cracked the 90s this year," which is the first time he's done that, I believe, because the way he I haven't looked up. I did look up Pat the last year, and he started out as an 85 and ended as a 90. So 85 to 90 to end the year, then jumps up to a 95 to start Madden 21. I would have to believe that he made the biggest jump of anybody. If I don't +5. There hasn't been a game played since Madden 20's last roster update, so I'm not sure what happened between that and the beginning of Madden 21 now, why he got a +5. They must have just looked at some more film, looked at some more numbers, and realized that he was criminally underrated at a 90 overall. Sorry, the cat wanted to be in the video. But yeah, that's the only thing I could think there, that +5. But he did crack 90s. He is now a 95, one of the highest rated pass rushers in the game. One of the highest rated players, obviously. 95 is very, very good. And why I also want to state that I don't necessarily think 95 is, I don't think he's somehow now underrated, or I think 95 is obviously very good. So I'm not making a case that he should be higher, but I'm just saying that there's obviously some flaws here, and he continues to say that Madden is losing fans, LOL. I don't actually know what I think this might just be because obviously the power move. He did make a point too that Kyler Murray, the way they did him dirty, that's his point of view. There's several factors. I'm sure he's looking at the ratings and realizing that, and then he sees what people are saying about maybe Saquon Barkley, what in the world, how is he rated so low, and other things. But a lot of football players obviously play Madden, so when they see they're there, they know how they play, they know how others play. To see stuff that's so flawed in the ratings, obviously that can be frustrating as a player. When you're in charge of all these ratings and you have a couple people on a team, you can't really expect everything to be perfect. It's not going to be 100% authentic. It's just not possible. But if you're in there and you're a football player, I don't want to say you expect it, but you kind of do a little bit. So that definitely can be frustrating. And the last tweet that he goes ahead and says is just, again, it's just a game. Also, Madden be having people, it's a dang game. All right. So that's something to, I guess, wrap it up with Chandler Jones is, people get upset, but it's just a dang game. And that's true. It is just a dang game. Madden 21 coming out very soon at the end of August. Now, the last thing I want to say with this video is I want to discuss TJ Watt. So Chandler Jones is now at 95. He got a nice upgrade. One of the best pass rushers in the game. Obviously, finesse move should be higher. Power move should be much lower. But TJ Watt. TJ Watt is an 86 overall. I am very confused. He started out as, I believe, an 82 in Madden 20. And he went to an 86, and then I think it looks like he's an 86, at least if these ratings are accurate, an 86 in Madden 21. Now, he might get a little bit of an upgrade because what happened with Saquon, maybe they'll give him, when they realize that people are like outraged. I don't know, but an 86 and 88, 89 is still crazy. I looked at a lot of more advanced metrics. I don't know what they're looking at to give him an 86. I don't know if there's something where there was one play or a few plays where he just didn't show up and he made a mistake or something, and that kind of sticks in your head, and that's why he's an 86. I'm not really sure, but this is one of those. I had an issue with Aaron Rodgers being an 89. I could discuss that and more. But this one is absolutely ridiculous. His numbers are there. Comparing him to J.J. Watt, one of the I don't have his name here, but it will flash up on the screen, so I'll make sure I get that there. But they showed the comparison between J.J. Watt and T.J. Watt. Now, T.J. Watt played twice as many games, so sure, just double it if you want. But the numbers are still clearly in T.J. Watt's favor, and we're comparing him to one of the best defensive players in the game. Now, numbers aren't everything. This is stuff that shows up on a stat sheet. J.J. Watt shows up many ways, not on the stat sheet. I am a Texas fan, so I watch every single snap, and I pay particularly attention to J.J. because he's a beast, and how do you not love J.J. Watt? And he gets double-teamed, sometimes triple-teamed, double-teamed with the running back chipping him, that is, almost every play. Maybe not the running back chip, but there's at least two guys that are assigned to him every play. And you could say the same thing about a lot of the top guys, Aaron Donald as well. So not filling up the stat sheet doesn't necessarily mean that J.J. Watt's not worthy of a 98 overall or a 97 or wherever he falls, 99, something. He's an absolute maniac. Not quite as good as he used to be, obviously, but he's insane. If you look at the numbers for TJ, obviously they're better, but that doesn't tell the whole story. I'm not saying he's better than J.J. Watt. I'm not even making that. I'm not saying he should be a 98. I'm not saying he should be a 99. I'm not saying he should be a 97. He's one season. He was incredible, but that last season was incredible. But we'll see, he could be, how good he's going to be. This is crazy, though. 86 overall. I don't know what they're looking at. All the numbers I see, the advancement, he comes as one of the best edge defenders in the league. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm sure there's something there's some flaw he has. But to drop it all the way down to an 86 overall, I personally I'm struggling to see how that is even possible with TJ Watt. Now, this could be this probably will be upgraded by the time Madden 21. I think he'll be up at least 88, 89, and after a few weeks, he might even be 91, 92. This 86 is early, but still, 86 overall. That is crazy. All right, I think that shall do it. I think I discussed everything I wanted to touch on with Chandler Jones and TJ Watt. Let me know down below your thoughts on the ratings and any issues you have. I'm sure there's people out there that think Tre'Davious White should be higher. I'm sure there's plenty of ones out there that feel like they should be much higher or maybe much lower for certain players. TJ Watt is one that I think is probably the biggest issue for most. But let me know down below any thoughts, comments you have on that. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate the support. Like it if you enjoy, dislike if you didn't. Subscribe if you're new, and that's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma.